know. Good evening!
Good evening! We're live!
Good evening, everybody. Do you know, I'm getting quite to the point where I'm like, oh, it's good to see you all. Even though I can't see you.
I know what you mean.
Just knowing you're all there. Hi, everybody. If you haven't been to the channel before, I'm Paul.
I'm Jason.
And together we are
Those Vegan Guys.
And tonight we're having a full vegan breakfast.
Brinner.
Yes, a Brinner. Some might say, can I bring that?
You're going to move it in a little bit?
I'm going to try. I'm going to...
There we go. That's better.
And if I just do that...
Yeah.
Just while we're eating.
Yeah, that works fine. Fabulous. How are we all this fine evening? Where are you hailing from in the world and how are you doing? Oh, Ali, thank you so much. Thank you for keeping me sane.
Oh, thank you, my darling. Thank you so much. Just a bit of news first. So we've done our... I'm hesitant to say anything because I want the video to speak for itself. So I'm not going to be saying any thank yous tonight, but tomorrow we will be uploading our second unboxing video.
I wondered where you was going for a second.
It was delightful, but I want you to watch it and see our reactions to everything. Guys, here's a little something to say thanks for the vlogs and the humour. Paul will know what I mean.
Oh, thank you, Richard.
Oh, Richard, tell me what you mean there. I'd asked you to message me on Facebook, but I don't want to wait. It's me and Richard.
Yeah, I get that. But then I'm ultimately dragged into it because I'm sat next to you.
Sorry about
that. Thank you.
So let me...
I'm just going to say 109 in the house already.
Can we have some thumbs up so that the thumbs up match the people watching?
Welcome one and all. Thank you for being here. As Paul said, a thumbs up is massively appreciated, and it is genuinely
a little bit closer.
It's the easiest way you can help the channel. It takes a second. So thank you for the thumbs up.
There you go. Now you can properly see the food. So I'm going to tell you what we've got.
Yes.
We've got Sainsbury's own hash browns, fresh sliced avocado. This isn't bacon. Tofu scramble made with green pepper. So green pepper first and then tofu scramble. Black fried tomatoes. We like them really. And baked beans. And a toasted muffin. And for me personally, a little kimchi because I haven't had any for a couple of days.
True that.
And I thoroughly enjoy it.
Yes.
My kimchi.
Before we tuck in, we should say a special hello and a special thank you to our fabulous moderators that are in the house that managed to somehow keep everything in check and in order.
Yes, we've got Kelly and we've got the Hermitage. Is Leanne here as well? Leanne, if you're here, hello. She is. She's there. I can see her. Hello, Leanne. Thank you to our beautiful moderators. Thank you, ladies. You know I adore you all very, very much. Lauren, the Hermitage. I got your channel name right on this allotment vlog.
Yes. Yes.
Because I said Braingirl on last one, didn't I? It's not that now. It's the Hermitage.
This looks
Love that, by the way.
Delightful.
It does look very nice, doesn't it? I've grilled the This Isn't Bacon, so I'm quite eager to try it. If you haven't seen it before, it looks different when it's pan fried, to be honest. This is grilled. Spread with a bit of oil and then grilled all the same. I instantly prefer it grilled. Instantly prefer it grilled. I do. It's drier. I like that. It's good for dipping in beans.
Yeah. I will pour us some wine in a minute, but I just wanted to acknowledge that Imran's in the house and he's celebrating because he's had the vaccine today. Celebrate with pizza and a breaded chicken nugget care of Linda McCartney.
Oh, marvellous.
Nice one, mate.
Nice one, dude. Imran, I saw you post on Facebook about possibly changing your first name to Shaka. If you don't do that, I'm going to be so disappointed. I want to be able to say, I was chatting to my friend, Shaka Khan. You've got to do it.
That would be epic.
May I have some wine, please? Brinner
Yes.
And wine. This bottle, by the way, I'll pour in fact, Jason.
Okay.
This bottle.
No, remember it's a manual focus lens, so you're actually better off.
Can you see that?
Holding it back a little bit. There we go.
It's from Sainsbury's and it was $5.25.
Montino Rioja.
Clearly marked vegan.
A little bit more than we would spend on wine at Sainsbury's, but now and again, you know, an extra quid. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Denise. Greatly appreciated. Thank you very, very much. Kelly's asking what's in the dish. I'm assuming she's meaning this. This is the kimchi.
That's my kimchi.
If that is indeed what you're referring to, Kelly.
That's my kimchi. When I unscrewed it tonight, the top blew off.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, it still carries on fermenting when it's in the fridge, so I've put it on but a little bit looser.
Gimme, gimme, gimme kimchi!
Yes, let's not forget kimchi is not, well, if you're into the taste of it, which I am, I think it's delicious. It's really good for you. Like, really good for your gut health. And it's full of vitamins.
That scrambled tofu is gorgeous.
Girl, I know I made it. Crunchy, crunchy kimchi. Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a bit more of this actually.
For me, kimchi goes with everything.
Yeah, you've really got into it, haven't you?
It's one of those little side pickles, you know, that it's easy to have with anything.
Whereas I'm still easing myself into it gently.
Bit of avocado. Beautiful. Beautiful. If you're enjoying the live stream, would you mind giving it a thumbs up? For there are 162 watching and only 88 likes. So we'd love a thumbs up. It lets YouTube know we're doing something interesting. And, you know, this is kind of interesting. This is a full vegan breakfast. No animals were harmed in the making of this breakfast at all. And I've still got sausage and bacon and egg. I know some people don't like those words being used, but I'm taking them back.
Yeah.
Bacon is a convenient way of saying pig flesh. This isn't bacon, but it's called this isn't bacon. So it's, you know. Anyway, I'll go for my eye out. She's not come for that.
This is all gorgeous.
Oh, thank you guys for liking. If you're confused, by the way, you can just close the chat. The little X right at the top. Close it, like the video, and then open where it says live chat again. Click where it says live chat again, and the chat will reopen, and you won't have missed a really thing. Not now at all.
Oh, it is appreciated, though. It really is. Not just in terms of me having mental balance between the people in the house and the thumbs in the house. But as Paul said, it does help with YouTube and how YouTube works.
It really does.
We want to spread the down-to-earth vegan message far and wide. I'm hoping I'm going to pronounce this correctly. I think it's Geet from Denmark. Says, you guys have inspired me to look into vegan vegetarian options. Thank you. Well, that is lovely. Nice one. Wonderful. Thank you for writing that, and that's good to hear.
And the thing is, we eat really well. Because that's what it comes down to, eating. It's your taste buds. Ours don't miss out on anything. In fact, we appreciate food so much more now. And in particular, vegetables, because you can do amazing things with vegetables. Made roast beef last week, me out of food. And a bit of flour. 86eats.com. Brilliant website. Should be known far and wide. Cheeses and meats and all sorts on there. The recipes are fantastic.
Yeah.
That beef, we've had it again today in the sandwich. That's 4 days. We've both had a sandwich off that, and there's still some left in there.
Yeah, and the thing is, I mean, there's enough left probably for like one more decent sandwich. But it's really tasty. It's not something I'm going to get bored of easily.
No.
And there's variety within that sort of core.
I want to make the turkey one now.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. This was a great idea.
Yeah, because I didn't know what what I was going to do, and then I thought, well, it doesn't always have to revolve around what I think will look good or interest people. Sometimes it's just about what we fancy.
And what's tasty.
And we're right fancied.
Yeah.
A Brinner.
It's an added bonus, I think, that a Brinner is quite a visual meal, which is nice as well, you know. Lisa says, hi there, I'm a new sub. Love your channel.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thanks, Lisa.
We love you just for saying that.
And Connie says, you guys are awesome. Sharing the love tonight, sharing the love.
Shout out, by the way, to our group on Facebook, which is becoming a really lovely place to be. That vegan group, it's always linked in the description in every video. I urge people to come over and join, but just answer the questions. If you don't answer the questions, you won't get in it. All it says is, type yes if you agree to be a nice human. And then you have to agree to the rules. It's dead simple. But it is a lovely place to be. And we're trying to keep it that way. And when there's any not so nice folk, they get gonned.
They get gonned quickly. Yes.
This isn't bacon and beans.
Muddy Paws says, making a vegan, well, hi those vegan guys, making a vegan turkey roast from 86 Eats tomorrow.
That's probably, Lisa, that's probably the one I want to try. Although she's got a couple on there, hasn't she? Oh, she's lovely. She's proper lovely. So glad I found the website. And it was only from someone talking about it in a Facebook group. Now I'm talking about it a lot. And hopefully a lot of you guys who don't know about 86eats.com will go and visit. And because if I can make roast beef from her recipe like I did on last week's Sunday Live, you can.
I mean, that's a revelation, isn't it? That's a game changer.
But it's delicious. That's the thing. What?
Nikki Gray. I've just been sitting here wondering who delivered your breakfast. Then I realised you cooked it. I'm such a drongo.
Oh yeah, it's mainly, these mukbangs are mainly homemade meals. Now and again we have a takeaway.
Occasionally, yeah. Well, the takeaways we've had since we've been doing mukbangs, it's basically been Lily's, hasn't it?
I think we did Zad's originally.
Oh, well, the first time we did Zad's, didn't we? Yeah, so I forgot about that. How could I forget Zad's?
Hash brown, tomato and beans. Oh. All right, hash brown, tomato, beans and scrambled tofu then.
Mr. Bartos is eating with us. Vegan dinner on my plate, chili beans with smoked tempeh and baby kale salad. Sounds lovely.
What, who was that?
That was Mr. Bartos, I think it is.
I'm hoping to. Do you mean those proper baby kales? They're like mini. I've got some seeds for down at the allotment of them. Very excited about that. Very excited about the allotment, as you will see on Monday, with a vlog that we filmed over 2 days. Yeah,
it should be a slightly lengthier one. It'll certainly be, well,
it's worthy of it though, because
it is.
Some extraordinary things have happened.
It's been quite an extraordinary 24 hours, particularly those that live in the northwest of England.
Unbelievable day.
Toya says, no mushrooms.
No, because Jay doesn't like them and I rarely cook them for myself. However, the other night I bought 2 mushroom pizzas from Tesco's, yellow labelled, good for you, a week ago. They were in the freezer. And I thought, here's a way to get us to have a pizza each. Said, why don't we have these 2 and I'll take your mushrooms off yours. So I had loads of mushrooms on a pizza. And I chopped up some extra red onion and green pepper to whack on his. You know, in place of. Kind like that.
Going back to what you were saying before, I assume this is relating to it, about that vegan group on Facebook. Leanne said, I binned off about 6 today who couldn't be bothered to answer. Yes.
Yeah.
Got standards. You've got standards that have to be maintained. That's all it is.
No, we're not still having the same problems with the PO box. It started to actually be delivered here now, which is fantastic.
Yes.
Hence the unboxing. Hence the unboxing vlog that you'll see tomorrow. which we did a couple of days ago and which delighted us. Delighted us, as you'll see. And then you'll see some of the consequences of the unboxing in the Allotment vlog on Monday. We're trying to make you guys love us by sharing all of our lives with you.
In all seriousness,
I was serious.
for the 183 in the house, we do like to share our lives, and we do pretty much nowadays we consider ourselves to be a lifestyle channel. That's kind of what we are. We share a bit of everything with you.
Look,
it's good that you're proud of yourself.
Yeah, it was.
Siobhan, I hope that everything turns out okay, and thank you so much for being here. She's been referred by the doctor to the breast cancer clinic yesterday.
Oh, Siobhan.
So glad to have this live to distract me. So yeah, I hope everything works out. Really.
Some people would say this is not the right thing to say at this point, but this is how I live my life. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. You know where I am.
Yeah.
If you need to chat,
definitely.
You know where I am.
Yeah, but I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here, and now I shall be keeping my fingers crossed.
Yes, indeed.
I'm gonna have another bit of this tomato.
Rebecca, in a nutshell, it's breakfast for dinner. All fine, splendid stuff. I know you very politely said you were going to whip back to have a look at the start because you missed it, and which is lovely of you. But yeah,
yes, for those that don't know, Brinner means breakfast for dinner. Here's the strange thing. We're far more likely to have this for Brinner than we are for breakfast.
Yeah, big time.
Far more likely.
Yeah.
We like our fruit in the morning. Fresh berries and a crumpet.
I'm gonna highlight that. Muddy Paws says, "Are you going to stuff that in a bread cake?" I don't see no bread cake anywhere.
Lisa.
What's a bread cake?
We're gonna have to talk.
What the hell is a bread cake?
It's a muffin. It says on the packet.
We're gonna start off a regional war now. We've just started it off.
Here is a muffin. None of your fancy words.
Are you having a bread cake? That's what I'd imagine, like a lady, like in a certain part of the country. I don't know where, but are you having a bread cake? That's how she'd talk, just like that. This is delightful.
I know.
Yes, Lolly says, "All right, you lovely lot. Looks like a good proper Brinner there." It's delightful. It really is. Oh, it's all gone off.
Wow.
It's all gone off. Oven bottom muffins. It's a carb. It's a cake. Bread cake. It's a carb. It's a bread cake. Bread cake is Yorkshire, I think. Holly says.
It's an oven bottom muffin. It says on the packet.
Kim says it's a bap. You know what it is? We can all agree on this. Because it's such a lovely community, and we want to, nurture this further.
No.
It's bread. It's lovely, lovely bread. That's something we can all agree on. Toya's just having a laugh now. She says it's a roll.
A roll is crusty and served with soup.
Annika, that's a good question with a very, very simple answer. Rarely.
What?
Paul and Jason, do you ever eat any meals without bread?
Yeah, very rarely.
Rarely.
I mean, we do.
We do, to be fair, we do. Like, if we're having anything sort of Chinese style, that area of eating, but then we'll have a paratha.
That's kind of bread.
So, yeah, rarely.
A bit of crunchy kimchi at this point, I think.
Kelly says, no matter what it's called, when it's got something in it, it's a butty. That's brilliant.
True, Kelly. So, there's quite a lot of allotment news coming up in the allotment vlog. I've been busier than I expected us to be down there. We keep expanding, don't we? We keep digging other bits and saying, we'll grow here.
It's because we're in a limbo position at the moment that we're not quite ready to start planting stuff, but we want to go down and continue to progress and develop the allotment. And as we've said, if you've seen any of our allotment vlogs, you can always find something to do down at the allotment. You can always find something to do.
That's true. It is. Tomato, tofu scramble, and beans.
Alice, I've got a box of vegan Krispy Kreme donuts here, and I've eaten too many in one go. Serves me right for being greedy.
You're allowed now and again.
I ate 6 in a row one time, but they were like the ridiculous ones.
Yeah, that's when we were veggie, weren't it?
Yeah. As the Hermitage says, Lauren, always fettling to be done. Such a great word. I love that word.
What does it mean? What does
Fettling.
it mean, Lauren?
Fettling, you know. Fettling.
Well, you define it then, Jason.
It's like, you know, whittling. Pottering.
Is it?
I think so.
Is it, Lauren? I want my food cut up into bite-sized pieces now, like a baby.
Ashley says, I call it a sandwich. You call it a sandwich sometimes, don't you? Leanne, you're wrong. You're only joking. Leanne says, can't eat beans and tomatoes together. It's wrong. Really? Really? Okay. Oh, Nikki Gray says,
toasted muffin.
I got a letter today from
It's a toasted muffin.
Can we put this to bed?
No,
please?
No.
You're ruining my night.
They've ruined my night. It's a muffin.
Perpetuating this nonsense. It's bread. I'll hear no more about it.
Go on. You were saying.
Nikki got a letter today from the allotment police moaning, I built a shed without permission.
Oh, no.
See, this is the weird thing, isn't it? It's like, I think perhaps every allotment in the country has got its own very specific sets of rules and regulations, you know, that have been held to for years.
In ours, there are plot locations for sheds and greenhouses. Seem to be anyway, don't they? Like foundations.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if you built outside of where they are mainly, you'd have to ask permission, I think.
Yeah. But you'd think every allotment should have the opportunity, at least for every plot, a shed. You know, definitely.
We got very lucky with that shed and greenhouse. Very lucky. It's a great shed. Such a lovely shed. It looks so gorgeous today. You'll see on Monday. So beautiful. And it's only the start.
Thank you, Lauren. I just was looking for it then just to make sure I'd not missed. Pottering, messing, rummaging. Yes.
I've got a question for you, actually, Lauren. So, today, we've been digging some bits, loosening the soil, and adding compost to some places as well, and then watering it. Does it do the ground good when you're loosening it ready for seeding, and then giving it a good water? Or am I doing the wrong thing? Let me know down below.
You're asking her after the event, after the fact.
No, because I won't water it anymore.
Oh, right, okay. I'm with you.
So it's so dramatic.
I'm with you.
Mummy Rona, Daddy David, you made him so dramatic. What's gone on? Hi, you guys, by the way. Lots of love to you.
Much love. Auntie Pearl, Colin and Brett, if you're watching, same too. Alan, without giving too much away, I will say yes, and it will all be revealed in the allotment vlog
on
Monday.
Wow, what's Alan asked?
He's asking about postcards.
Oh, well, now there's something. We're just like Dallas. You have to come back to find out who shot they are.
That's funny.
What?
Sweet Pepper says, a muffin in the US is a cupcake disguised as healthy.
And they're here too. Sweet muffins.
Yeah. Good question. Lolly says, have you two grown your own fruit veggies before? Where did you find the best tips and advice for starting out? In brief, whilst Paul just eats that, and then maybe you can, have your say. In brief, what's really worked for us, what's worked for us is starting growing in the back garden last year. That was our starting point. Having the Hermitage, Lauren, as a go-to expert who not just motivated and inspired us, but also gave us really practical advice that we could implement straight away in the back garden.
Yes.
We've vlogged it all, so if you want to look back at some of those gardening vlogs from last year and see what we grew in the back garden, that's easy enough for you to do. And yeah, having a couple of go-to resources on YouTube, like Charles Dowding. Now we've kind of evolved into that as the allotment has evolved.
We only found him this year.
Yeah. And our friend Kerridy as well, of course, who's had allotments for a good few years.
Yes.
So yeah, because otherwise I think if we try to take in every shred of information from every direction over the last sort of 18 months or so, we'd lose the plot. But it's easier than you think. That's what I will say. It's easier than you think, and it's so satisfying and rewarding, isn't it? Annika says, thanks for the mug, Paul and Jason. Love it. Fabulous.
Oh, she bought a mug.
I am glad that people are enjoying the merch and enjoying our mugs. I've said to you, I want a vest. I want one of our vests.
New merch.
Yeah.
We both need a couple of tops and a mug each, I think.
Look how bland this t-shirt is in comparison. Yes, thank you, Alex, for reminding people. Don't forget to give thumbs up. Thank you for making this a great evening, Jason and Paul. Thank you, Alex.
So we've got lots to talk about after we've eaten, stuff we've watched recently.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Did anybody catch the Bravado Spice taste test and review vlog? That was great fun.
It was fun.
Really enjoyed it, didn't we?
Yeah, it's more fun than I thought it was going to be.
We were worried, weren't we?
Gorgeous, delicious sauces.
Bless you, Angie. Angie says she loves her mug and vest.
A bit of kimchi.
Oh, I forgot.
The good thing about kimchi as well, is, well, depending on how quick you eat it, it will last weeks and weeks and weeks in the fridge because it's fermented. This won't.
That's funny, Alan. Alan was ordered to buy Annika the mug. That's lovely. Kelly, it's funny you should say that. You mentioned it in the vlog, didn't you, about the spice, the sauces, that there was nothing to carry them. We were just trying them as a sauce.
Right.
Kelly says the taste test was great. I don't think I could take it straight from the spoon like that, though. Yeah, I get that.
It's a good way of gauging a sauce, though, and working out what it'll go well with. What I've concluded now is you'd have to really be in the mood for it, though. I think the blueberry one would go well with American-style pancakes. Plain American-style pancakes. Really hot. A bit of vegan butter, and then a drizzle of the blueberry chili sauce. I think that might be quite nice.
I'm certainly willing to give it a try. Yeah. Alice has seen the spice taste test, saw the taste test, and was shocked that you didn't have a picture of water on the table just in case. That's a really good point. We were overly confident, I suppose. But then again,
justifiably so, though, because they didn't affect us like I expected them to. They were hot.
They were hot,
really hot. And by the end, I was like, "Okay, girl, I'm done now." But that was straight sauce. That wasn't a drizzle of sauce on food, or
Roman had asked about the blueberry hot sauce, but hopefully you've answered the question now in terms of possible usage.
Yeah, ice cream's an idea as well. Vanilla ice cream, plain vanilla ice cream.
You know what, Alan, I get you. I know exactly where you're coming from.
What?
Alan was a little disappointed with the taste test just because he was expecting our faces to be visibly on fire. Yeah, to be honest, we were expecting them to be hotter, or we have kind of represented our own tolerance. Maybe we are actually we have quite a higher level of tolerance than we thought.
Food, Jess.
Yeah,
we do.
Yes. Oh, thanks for all of you for being here for a mukbang, and Brinner with us too. It's lovely. 208 in the house. So nice. Give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying the live stream this evening. I know, I just realised. I think I'm just going to put all this on that.
Eat and just let it scroll naturally for a second.
I will. I'll do that. There we go.
So we're up to that vegan chick now with a thumbs up and 2 smiley faces. If you've asked us something we've missed it, you'll have to write it again. We'll keep our eye on it.
That's clever. Why have we not ever done that before? I've not thought of that. I know it's really obvious, but yeah, just like letting people know where we're up to in the comments.
Yeah.
I didn't want to think we were amateurs.
Who are you asking, Toby? Us or folk in general? Our weekend's going quite well, although it's a bit of a shame that Jay's had all this.
It's over, isn't it? It's
all
over.
It's like he's only off tomorrow now and then back at work on Monday. And we've vlogged every day. We've had a vlog up every single day.
We went live on here at 8:30, and I was editing part of the allotment vlog till just gone 7:30. Does anyone think I'm gross? Is this gross? Not that I mind, because I think it's going to be gorgeous myself. That's how you finish off Brinner. Perfect. Oh, there's a bean trying to escape. Ha!
Rude. Last mouthful full of kimchi.
Oh, Geet says, what about a vegan version of chicken and waffles with the blueberry sauce? That'd be interesting.
Yeah, those waffles, you mean? They're like the American style. Can we even get them in England? I don't think we can, you know. We have potato waffles here, or we have sweet waffles.
I think that's normally what they do it with, isn't it? Sweet waffles with with chicken.
Yeah, but the really sweet ones over here, aren't they?
I just assumed that that's what they had. That's what they used. Oh, I just missed that. I just
Might
scrolled.
be nice though.
Chris says, found vegan kimchi in Sainsbury's yesterday. Interesting. Nice one, Chris. Thanks for the heads up on that.
Where? What's it with, Chris?
And
Not saying hours. Mind you, I've even got kimchi paste ready made from the last batch in the freezer, ready for the next batch. So I'm set for months, me. Now.
Good to know, though, for people who maybe want to try before they
absolutely
put the time into making it at home.
Yeah.
Carly, books and music. Never apologise for being random. Sorry that this is so random, but I've been coming out as a lesbian to some family and friends, and it's so hard, even when people are kind. I appreciate watching you as an openly gay couple.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Carly, and totally hear where you're coming from on that one. Yeah, but you're doing it.
It took you a while, didn't it? Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we've been together like almost a year.
Yeah.
Before you actually told your parents that we were a relationship. We'd moved to Chadderton before you told them.
Yeah. It's a difficult thing to do. Like you say, even when people are being nice about it.
Whereas I've never been in. Do you know what I mean? I'm too... please don't take this offensive, anyone. I'm gay. I'm too gay to hide it. I always have been. Always have been.
Paul is what I would sometimes refer to as, and you might not understand this, I may have to explain it, like a space gay. Like the ultimate gay. Space gay. Yeah.
Ignore him, he goes away after a bit. It's nice to finish.
Oh, Rory, that's so lovely.
Leanne, if it was Christmas, would it be Yule Brinner? Get out, get your coat.
Rory says, myself and Jane both love you guys a lot. Want to say you really cheer us up with every video. We often say we would love you to be our real life friends. Haha. That's a wonderful thing to say. And I think genuinely, yes, it's difficult to connect through this medium. But we've said this before, we do feel a real genuine sense of connection and appreciation to all of you that join us, particularly on a regular basis. It means a lot. It really does. And I think we do have genuine connections with people that we've developed through this, specifically through this channel, haven't we? So yeah, we hear you. And yeah, kind of agree, to be honest. Yeah. That was the best way to finish. And Deneen agrees with me. Not gross at all.
Well, it's moving fast, that chat tonight.
I kind of joined the dots up that Rory was Ezra. Yeah, but Rory's just said it's Ezra Peregrine from Facebook, by the way, just so you know who you're connecting with. Yes, kind of. Yeah.
That was a real good mukbang.
Yeah, well done, mister.
Thank you so much for joining us for it. kimchi with a vegan breakfast. You know, just a little mouthful every now and again. Mm.
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 Mm, 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 mm. Mm.
Mm. Oh, did you have the little Chicago pizzas yet, Jason? No, they're in freezer, the cheeseburger ones. I don't know.
Soon.
We nearly had pizza again last night, and then Jason was like, "We've had pizza twice." Like,
Yeah, I was the one that said that. I know. Amazing.
still have bread though.
Oh, that's lovely. Chris and Will.
Oh,
That's so lovely. Well, I'll finish this and you can start.
we're giving a shout out to you, Will. Will of Will and Chris. Chris and Will.
Happy
wedding
anniversary.
anniversary today, and he adores you and wants you to know. So now you know. Publicly. Said it on the telly. On the telly.
We love us. We love. It's amazing.
Oh, we're missing things.
Mm-hmm.
Happy anniversary, guys. It'll be ours in June. Will have been.
What?
I'm just trying to work out. We'll have been together
22.
No, longer.
I thought it was 22.
23 this year. Last year. Yeah, it was 23 last year, so it's 24 this year. 12 years together, and then 12 years married. Because we got married after we'd been together for 12 years. On our 12-year anniversary, actually.
Yeah. Oh, Siobhan, thank you so much. Bless you. Went from crying alone in the kitchen to laughing so hard my sides hurt.
Oh,
Thanks,
bless you.
guys. Thanks. Yeah.
Do you know though? Sometimes that's what you need, a bloody good cry. I do it semi-regularly. A good cry, get it all out of the system. You know, and especially when you've got personal bullshit going on as well. I mean, it's hard enough just living in a bloody world.
Yeah.
At the moment.
100%. Yeah.
Oh, can I just say, by the way, right, dedicate a couple of hours on the telly to Prince Philip and then move on with it. All day and all night, almost every channel. I wanted to watch MasterChef the final. I was mortified. I don't care about an old racist. All right, he's done a lot of good for this country. Yeah, it was his job. He got paid a lot of money to do a lot for this country. Just before anybody jumps down my nose. Do you know what he did? Do you know how much he got paid for it? Do you know how much privilege he got for it? Damn right he did all that work. Anyway.
Wow. Okay. Hey, I don't. You know, you won't hear any disagreement from me. You said your piece now. You said your piece.
I just think dedicating all the channels all day and all night to this man who did as much bad as he did good. I just think it's a bit much. We've moved on, time to change and let the world evolve. Stop trying to keep it in the old, no, this is what happens. We dedicate all the channels. Blah, 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 blah. Toby, thank you for the super chats. I know we haven't tried VFC yet. I messaged them on Facebook good couple of months ago.
No joy.
Yeah, and it's another one of those situations where now I'm a bit like, oh, come on, because I'm friends with Matthew Glover, who founded Veganuary and VFC, and I arranged for an interview on Gadio, the biggest LGBT radio station in Europe, when I was working there, to talk about Veganuary you know, it's on the channel somewhere. And then I've messaged him a couple of times since, like when I brought out the free book and wanted to get it out there. And, you know, and I said, honestly, Veganuary mentioned it, blah, 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 blah. He's never even responded, to a message about VFC.
Shall we move things first?
Oh, okay. Hey?
Should we move things first?
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm, people miff me. Don't change. As in, you know, if you're going to change, get better, but don't, like, become a different person. Not a nice person anymore. Or seemingly. Nobody's that busy.
We'll pop that there, just for ease. There we go.
And it'll come in a bit.
Yeah, it doesn't need to come in too far, does it?
Up a tiny bit. There we go.
Organic Silver Moon Designs, El Garner. Thank you so much.
Tessa.
Love your channel. Wanted to give you something. I hope you got your soya curls mailing out Tuesday from the USA. Lydia, Jason, and Paul, amazing people. Oh, that's a kind of awesome thing, isn't it? We've got them on the way. Thank you so much.
Lydia is your right. So you're Lydia. You're not Tessa. I'm very confused.
It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people to keep.
I know. Thank you for the super chats, guys. They do help.
Yeah, massively. And thank you also for the thumbs up on the live stream. We've naturally segued into the latter stage, the after dinner, where we answer any questions or try to answer any questions we may have missed, and just generally have a bit of a chat and a bit of banter as we wrap things up. Have another glass of wine. I think I saw Stuart is in the house as well. The library's open.
The library is open. I'll be going to the library court.
Hey.
Sorry, Stuart. Stuart's got a channel. The library is open. He talks about books, all kinds of books and different things, and reads, and starting to visit him. Always linked below in the description of every video.
We had this yellow sticker Beyond Burgers the other night. They were Beyond Burgers, weren't they?
Yeah,
they were okay. They were good. In fact, no, I'll take that back. They weren't okay. They were good.
Yeah, they were very good.
Not good enough to.
But as we discovered, it's the fixings that make a burger. We're all about the fixings, aren't we?
Yeah.
And so for us, they were okay, but it's like, were they okay enough to pay £5 for 2 burgers? No, definitely not for me.
No.
Our Linda McCartney quarter pounders worth £2 for 2? Absolutely.
Is there an awful lot of difference between the two when they are complete burgers with everything else that you put on a burger or we put on a burger to make them epic and awesome? So yeah, we'll stick with our Linda McCartney quarter pounders, but they are good.
Yeah,
especially if you can get them like yellow stickered.
I'm glad I've tried them.
Yeah,
because I can say, yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. I'm not saying it's a good tasting burger, lovely texture, but it's all about the fixings for us. It really is.
Oh, Dragon's Angel says, it's mine and hubby's anniversary on St. George's Day. We're looking forward, as he said he's got a surprise for me that day.
Oh, marvellous.
Oh, that's always nice. Always nice.
Early happy anniversary wishes.
Yes. I just did that thing again. I'm going to scroll down.
Scroll back up for a sec. There, right, Tessa.
Here. Thank you, by the way.
We are welcome, Dan. Very welcome.
We've missed, I think, a few questions have sprung our way from Rory. I think there's been at least 2 or 3 questions. So I had to keep up with the chat sometimes.
I didn't know you did a radio show, Rory. I worked at Gadio in Manchester for 9 years.
Bristol via BCFM. I think you may like it. It's on Spotify, etc. To shout out if you hate it. Don't tell me, lol. Rory, send us a link on Insta message or Facebook message.
There was a post. It can't have been that far back. From. Oh, it's there. Right. Yeah.
All caught up.
Yeah.
Good.
Tessa, thank you.
Tessa, thank you so much. Greatly appreciated, and it really does help the channel and help us continue doing what we're doing.
Tessa, you're the Tessa I've been chatting to in the Facebook messages, aren't you? Hi, sweetheart, thank you. Tessa sent us the memory card.
Thank you so much.
And several other little bits over the last few weeks, which we've always mentioned on videos straight after.
Greatly appreciated.
You're a legend, Tessa, thank you.
And Miss Mo's Vegan Kitchen is in the house.
Miss Mo,
Miss
Monica
Mo.
girl.
Lovely of you to join us. Hope all is well. I have been trying and I've seen the almost frantic creation of epic bags, garments, face scarves, face masks. You're a wonder.
She's a needle addict.
Yes.
That doesn't sound right, does it?
No, that
She's
didn't.
a sewing addict.
Yeah.
Just became a patron as I love this channel and you guys are simply awesome. Donna, thank you, and thank you for telling me you've become a patron, because now I'll go and look and make sure we add your name to the end card, because Patreon doesn't let me know sometimes. I try and remember to check it, but then I'm like, I should check it every week, and I'm like, who do you think you are, Mildred? People aren't joining that quick. So I kind of check it about once a fortnight. And yes, I call myself Mildred.
Thanks,
Donna.
Read a recommendation there from Imran. Speaking all things royal, I've started watching Queen of the South on Netflix, and it's amazing. It's almost like a feminist take on Scarface. Also watch Moxie, also on Netflix. Nice one, Imran.
Oh, we've watched 2. Have we got to that point now?
Yeah, we can start talking about maybe TV and film. We can segue into that momentarily. Imran, thank you.
We've watched 2 very good films recently. The first one was called...
Oh, you expecting me to remember? Or was you...
I can remember the second one.
The first one was called... These Final Hours. Yes.
And it's an Australian one. It's very character driven. The lead actor is brilliant and gorgeous. The young girl playing opposite him is a beautiful young lady and so talented. The pair of them together are incredible. And they're telling the story about 2 different people thrown together trying to get to different locations because the world's about to end.
It's brilliant.
That's basically.
It surprised me.
It's but such a good film. A lot of depth in it.
Yeah.
A lot more depth than you'd think in that kind of film. A lot of intercrossing stories and such. Very, very good.
It's a story. It's a story that hasn't really been explored in terms of, or it's not been explored extensively in terms of the film. You know, films in general is like Last 12 Hours, and also I think I said it before. The 2 main actors, the young girl and the guy,
brilliant,
exceptional.
Yeah,
really good.
And then The Night After. So yes. that one was These Final Hours. These are both from Amazon Prime. And then The Night After, we watched one called...
You said you could remember the second one.
It was the first one. That's why I prompted you with a word. The second one was called...
It's good, this content. It's great content, this. But whilst you're thinking about it, because I had it and then it's gone, which is just shows how...
Well, you never had it then?
No, I had it. Miss Mo, I'm quite excited. Miss Mo says, I need to send you all something. Send us stuff, Miss Mo. Send us stuff. Bless you. But yeah, feel free, send away. What was the second film?
I'm trying to think.
Let's talk about films. That'll be a good idea. Let's talk about the films we've watched. I'm confused because we watched a short 20-minute film on Amazon Prime as well, which was really good. And that's kind of thrown me off kilter slightly. That's my excuse anyway. I don't even know what you're going to Google.
French disaster movies on Amazon.
Oh! Hold Your Breath.
Hold Your Breath. Brilliant.
Brilliant film.
Such a good film. And again, such an amazing cast.
Subtitles, but please don't let that put you off watching it because it is exceptional.
We've watched so many films with subtitles. Chinese, Korean, Japanese, French, German,
Russian.
Multilingual.
Yeah.
It's
yeah, because Space Sweepers was like 6 languages or something, wasn't it?
Brilliant. You miss out on a lot if you're not prepared to read subtitles sometimes, and it just kind of shows you that other countries have got, you know, studios that compete with the biggies, the big guns.
Oh yeah, incredible stuff. Rory says, let's get back to a few questions. Rory, and we'll try and catch up with the comments in the chat. Have you ever thought about doing an autobiography, Paul? It's an interesting question from Rory.
Yeah. Oh God, it'd be long. I talked about it. I talked about doing it. I talked about doing it in vlogs. I talked about a talking book about walking around to significant places and, you know, and filming it. And I might still do that in the future. But yeah, actually, I have thought about it. I've thought about it several times, haven't I?
Yeah, I think it's difficult in terms of because you've talked to me about it on a number of occasions over the years that we've been together. And I think one of the hardest things to do is to figure out how to present the stories, how to present the information.
There was a boy, a very gay, flamboyant boy.
Always changes the words.
And though he wore a yellow dress, hair a mess. That's all bits true. Yeah, good question. Thank you.
Lauren, thank you for mentioning the PO box. Yeah, we've got a PO box now. So for Miss Mo and anybody else that wants to send us anything, PO box can be found everywhere pretty much.
Who in this chat, Leslie, has mentioned sustainable commercial fishing, which is an oxymoron? That's like saying.
No, which question are you? Which have you just read? That one.
Yeah, glad someone mentioned Seaspiracy.
Yeah, no such thing.
Yeah, no, I said so. Why? Who's mentioned?
I think someone asked. Oh, Seaspiracy.
Yeah, Seaspiracy is a fantastic.
Yeah,
but yeah, you're dead right, Leslie. Absolutely no such thing as.
We said it on. When did we say?
It's horrible. In fact, it's. I mean, all you got to do is watch Seaspiracy and allow yourself to take in some facts.
Yeah,
it's horrible. I'm so glad I don't eat anything.
I have a really hard time. I have a really hard time with when we start to kind of get onto the subject of that, because when we watch Seaspiracy, it's so hard hitting, but the information is presented so clearly and easy to absorb and understand. But you know, there's a lot of real stuff in there. I just don't know whether enough people will see it. That's my worry.
Well, people will see it and they'll dispel it. They'll say, "Oh, it's all exaggerated. That's not the fish I eat." Just like they did with Cowspiracy when they said, "That's not the beef I eat." Just like they did with Dairy is Scary when they said, "That's not the milk I drink." The ego is a very powerful thing, and it does a lot to protect itself. To be truly aware of what is going on in the world and the true plight of animals and the planet, you have to shed your ego. You have to actually shed your ego, forget about yourself for a minute and think. You are responsible. Everything you do has a every action has a reaction. Everything you do has an impact on this earth. What are you going to do to make it better for the people you say you love, the young people in your life, and for the next generation in general? And if what annoys me the most is when people say, last generation didn't give a shit about me, why should I give a shit? For exactly that reason. You just explain the reason there. To be better, to be a better example, you know. And we all do that, don't we? By being vegan. We try our best to have as little an impact on the earth as possible, and a minority impact on the life of animals. Granted, I've had a vaccine tested on animals, but that's to preserve the world we live in and to save the NHS, and medicine's kind of exempt because it has to be, because it's tested. And although people are looking for other ways to deal with medicines right now, we have to do what's best for ourselves and everyone around us, being excellent to ourselves and each other.
Alice says, I saw a post in a Facebook gardening group where someone said they'd watched it and they're cutting out fish now, with lots of positive comments on it too. It's getting out there.
Good.
That's good.
I think it's still number one.
That is good. It's really good. And I hope it does. I hope it does.
I think it's still number one on Netflix.
Yeah. We've got so far to go, but I think we both try to collectively, as much as possible, focus on the positives and seeing the small changes, the messages that we get from people saying we've helped them on this journey, there's no going back. You know, people from just like January this year that have stuck with us and stuck with veganism for following Veganuary. So, you know, it does feel like a quagmire sometimes, and that we're taking 2 steps forwards and 10 steps backwards, because the mountain is so high that we have to climb. We've got multiple industries that we have to change.
Yeah.
And I think Linda said it as well. We can all do our bit, but change also is needed from governments running campaigns and supporting industries to switch.
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
Why are the fishing industries getting subsidies when we're not seeing subsidies for alternative fossil fuels and things like that?
And also, can I just say, going back to what I was saying before, when somebody does get angry with you, oh, you preachy vegan, don't forget, it's not them, it's their ego protecting itself. Because at the core, it's probably someone you know. Maybe it's not. But at the core, we're all good people. We're all good people who want the best for each other at the core. Our ego. I have a right to eat meat. I have a right to. That's what your ego tells you. You don't really though, do you? So don't take it personally, was what I was going to say. Understand that you could be arguing with someone's ego, and that's a lose-lose.
That's fair. That's an important thing to mention and acknowledge and be aware of, because it can be a hard journey. It can be difficult sometimes, as we all know, as many of us know. Quite a few people in the comments have mentioned about the Seaspiracy petition, which I'm sure will be easy enough to find if you Google Seaspiracy petition and look into that and see what it's all about. Donna says it's essentially petitioning for 30% of the UK waters to be preserved so that the marine can repopulate. I think that's a great idea in theory, but isn't that a little... Am I being out of turn in saying, isn't that a little bit of a double standard when Seaspiracy actually itself talks about how impractical and how difficult it is to actually police the oceans and effectively do it?
It's impossible.
So if I'm going to sign a petition like that, I want to know that it can be that those things can actually be effectively implemented in the first place. Otherwise, it's just another box ticking exercise, isn't it? It's another, oh, well, it's aspirational. We want to achieve this. Can we actually achieve that? Can it be policed? Can it be governed and managed?
People need to realise that it's their responsibility to give a shit.
Yeah.
about the world they live in and the animals that inhabit it, just like they would expect someone else to give a shit about them if they were hunted or being decimated or having parts of themselves chopped down. Do you know what I mean? It's that poem, isn't it? You know, first they came for the Jews and I didn't say anything because I wasn't a Jew. Then they came for the Christians and I didn't say anything because I've never been one of them. Then they came, blah, 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 blah. And on and on and on it goes. Then they came for me and there wasn't anybody left to stand up.
Yeah.
Very powerful, beautiful, and horrific piece of literature.
Relating slightly to that, in terms of what we've just been talking about with Seaspiracy and everything, and it can be quite stressful. You know, watching stuff like that, life can be stressful in general. We've all had a terrible time of it over the last year or so. I never know how to pronounce it. Is it Epoom?
Yeah.
Epoom says, "Hi guys, do you have any practical tips for dealing with stress?"
Well, do something you enjoy. For example, to de-stress, we game.
Yeah.
Or,
Miss Mo said, "Do you have any hobbies?" Same thing, essentially. Yeah.
Or Jason games and I watch because I enjoy that just as much as I enjoy gaming, believe it or not.
And you help.
Yeah, well, I was going to say because I'm like, go left there, look up there, there's a shiny thing, you know.
What's that up there?
So we game and we escape through movies and TV, probably more this last year than we ever have before.
Mm-hmm.
I particularly vulnerable to dark days and stress, anxiety, depression, very vulnerable to it all. Have my moments, as you've probably seen in my kitchen vlogs. I talk, and knowing that I have an audience that is interested in what I have to say means everything to me. But that could be one person.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter how many it is, it could be one person. So I talk. That's what irks me. And we do breathing exercises every night in bed. We breathe in through the nose for 7 seconds, hold for 4, out through the mouth for 8 seconds. And we do that between 3 and 5 times, depending how much wine we've had or how late it is. But we do it every night without fail.
Yeah.
And failing all that, like I said, find something you love, read a book, play a game, whatever. Have a nice hot bath, light a candle, put something smelly in there. Just imagine the water washing away all your stress and anxiety. The mind is a very powerful tool if we learn how to use it. Very powerful. Ooh, you've gone so far.
I haven't.
You've gone so far. Oh, can't believe he's dead.
Denise says, "I do diamond painting to help me with the stress." Help me with stress. Excellent. That's nice, yeah.
Yeah, Jay's playing a game at the moment called No Man's Sky. We got it for $11.99, didn't we? I was really pleased because it's very good. It's a massive game. It's vast.
Yes, well, it's ridiculous.
So at the moment, we're just kind of following the story along a bit, running around, finding planets, mapping them, documenting the animals and the plants upon them. It's very nice.
I think it's
very relaxing.
It's peaks and troughs as well, and I think it's important to just try different things, because like a few weeks back I was beating up on myself and I got into a real black hole because it'd been a few weeks since I picked my guitar up. My songwriting and that creative side of me, particularly over the last 12 months or so, has really taken a back seat. Yeah. And I was really being really hard on myself about it. And then I suddenly just kind of thought and hit upon that whole thing of like, is it any wonder that I've not had a lot of creative juices flowing in me with the way that the world has been over the last year or so, and also giving myself permission to have other ways to distract myself and other channels of escapism from the world. So, you know, yeah, it's good to try different things as well if something's not working for you.
Honestly, the breathing exercises would be the main thing that I would recommend. We've done them. It's probably going on 3 years now, you know. We've done them. We just read about it and that it was a really good, relaxing Tibetan meditation thing to do. So you visualize breathing in positivity, holding, breathing out stress and negativity. It really is good for you. It's very good for you.
Most of the Love of Music, we haven't watched. I don't think we've watched Save Ralph yet.
No.
4-minute animated film about animal testing and cosmetics, voiceover by Ricky Gervais.
Will it upset me?
Leanne, we use a PC.
Crochets, shares, cooks, bakes, eats, and blares music. Yeah, we use a PC, Leanne. We used to be consolers many moons ago, but there was always a new one. Oh, this one's better. Oh, that one's better. So now we use programs like Steam or Epic Games.
She's not a gamer. She don't want to know about
Origin,
stuff like that.
And we game on the PC. Jason, do you like Whitesnake? We both do.
Yeah, classic stuff.
Is this love?
Classic 80s hair.
That I'm feeling. Is this the love? I love that song. Oh, people are strange, Dragon's Angel. People are strange. People are strange.
My eyes are so tired, you know.
Why?
I'm feeling.
That's a very busy day.
I'm feeling as though we need to consider wrapping this up fairly soon, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because it's not just the editing. It's sitting in front of that computer editing, and I was like, why are my eyes so tired?
He's already edited the unboxing vlog ready for tomorrow and got halfway through the allotment vlog, but he sat there a good few hours. So
Siobhan, Katie just came in to heat her teddy and yelled, "Look, it's our friends, lol." The child loves you guys.
Oh, bless.
Bless.
Lots of love, Katie.
Hi, Katie, if you're still there. Hi.
Oh.
Yes, we will wrap up soon. I have been the decider. I am the decider. I am going to say we are going to wrap up in the next few minutes because my eyes are rapidly losing the ability to function, and I want to be able to have a little bit of wind down time, and hopefully have a little bit of wind down time tomorrow as it's my last day off before getting back to the norm.
What's your favourite book? Says Rick Ferguson.
My favourite book of late would probably be it's got to be Brave New World. I can't believe it took me until I was in my late 30s, early 40s to read it. Huxley, Brave New World. Phenomenal book.
I've got 2. Cloud Atlas. Loved it.
Oh, yeah, exceptional. It's a beast.
Sorry, I've got 3. Cloud Atlas. Black Swan Green. I adored that. I had such an affinity with that book. And The Art of Asking had a really big impact on me.
Yeah.
Really big. Tammy. Where's there a Tammy? Oh, thank you, Annika, darling. Oh, Annika's got a tattoo. Oh, Alan's got a tattoo with Whitesnake on. Fabulous.
Cool.
Julie, Jess, you look tired. Yes, we are.
You know what I need to do actually is I need to take a few days off work at some point and actually pretend it's an actual holiday. Like, I've took that nine days off work, but we've just been so busy doing stuff. It's not been non-stop. We need a couple of days where we just switch off from everything.
Yeah.
And just not vlog, not film, not edit. Just have a couple of days of just not doing anything.
Absolutely, I agree. So there you go on that bombshell. We've got a vlog up tomorrow. We've got a vlog up Monday, and thank you all so much for joining us this evening. Really enjoyed our Brinner very much.
It was gorgeous.
Enjoyed sharing it with you guys. Excuse me. Enjoyed you being here with us. Just enjoyed having a chat and a chill and a sit together. Thank you so much for all the super chats. Please watch out for the vlogs coming tomorrow and Monday, and we'll see you again very, very soon.
It's been delightful as always. Everything that he just said. Thank you for all you do, all of the support. Thanks to the fam. Love mum and dad. Love yous to the moon and back. Yeah, exciting things coming up soon. Allotment stuff. Unboxing tomorrow. All sorts. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you especially to our fabulous moderators. Thank you, ladies. We love you. Thank you for taking care of us. Happy anniversary,
Chris and Will.
Chris and Will.
Will and Chris.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again very soon. Until then, please be excellent to yourselves and each other.
Bye.